All right, I think I'm going to stick with the honest reactions. This time, not being a trailer reaction, but honest reaction to news going on right now. Nerd news, of course. If you're watching this, it says talking nerdy. So let's get into news that concerns me. Okay, I'm very concerned right now. My friend keeps texting me. I got to keep the sound on. Well, not the sound on, but the vibration. All right, I got kids. Okay. What if a nurse calls? They're sick. Anyway, all right. Like Joe Pesci. All right. Anyway, Mark Millar, who is one of my absolute favorite comic book writers, he did an interview this morning or yesterday or a few days ago. Yeah, a few days ago. Uh, and he is talking about the writer for his Netflix series. I think it's going to be a series of the upcoming adaptation of Nemesis. So let's see, Nemesis. Okay, this guy is Nemesis, and it's a freaking cool character. So hang on, I'm going to skip this and give you a little tidbit about Nemesis. Look at him, dope looking, right? Yeah. Okay, so where did it start? If you are unfamiliar, okay, if you are unfamiliar with Nemesis, it was published under Marvel Comics Icon Comics imprint. So is there a little side print to basically make rated R comics like the Ultimate line that Mark Millar started and are fantastic. The Ultimates Marvel line is basically what Avengers, the whole MCU is based on, is Mark Millar, and he doesn't get enough credit for it. Anyway, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Mark Millar and Steve McNiven, who is an awesome artist, very realistic, even in a comic book form. Still gets all these little facial features and crevices, creases in there. Fantastic artist. Anyway, it was a 4-issue miniseries launched in May 2010. Now, I don't read a ton of comics anymore because there's so much politics and different stuff involved. But this is one, Mark Millar. I read the synopsis and I was like, I gotta read. This sounds too cool. I gotta know what happens. The book follows a super criminal. Okay, he is not Batman. Nemesis obviously is not a good guy name, I guess you could say. He is not Batman. He is basically if the Joker had Batman's money and became a supervillain. That's what Nemesis is. Anyway, super criminal named Nemesis who targets police chiefs across the world. After brutally murdering a police chief in Japan, his next target is Blake Morrow, the head of police in Washington, D.C. And that's what at least the comic book arc is based on. It's him trying to kill Blake Morrow, who is essentially Clint Eastwood as a police chief in Washington, D.C. And I keep bending over here because I have a bug bite right underneath my leg and it's freaking killing me. Let's hope it's not Lyme's disease. Anyway, not only does he target these police chiefs, but he sends them a calling card revealing just how and when he plans to kill them. And Nemesis doesn't mess around. When he arrives stateside, he makes his presence known by hijacking Air Force One and taking the President of the United States hostage, which I don't remember at all. These look like titties hanging in the background. I guess that's the president. Yeah, he kind of toys with. Think of Heath Ledger's Joker, smart, maniacal, crazy, with a budget, like an endless budget, and that is Nemesis. So he does the calling cards, like the "look at me" thing. That was great acting. Anyway, when he's doing the camera, well, he's not in the camera per se, but he sends the calling card to Batman that he's going to keep killing cops until he faces him. So Nemesis does essentially the same thing, tells Blake how he's going to take him down, and Blake is basically in a fight for survival. I mean, he gets his family and his kids involved. It's very rated R. It's very messy and everything, and it's fun as hell, dude. It is edge of your seat. Quentin Tarantino on crack with superheroes, basically. It's good stuff. I'm going to burp on camera because I can't help it. Okay. So let's get into it's very exciting that it's being made. I wish it was a big movie like Kick Ass, which, by the way, Mark Millar wrote. That's why I reference it. I wish it was a big movie on the big screen because this is even your dad, your grandpa would dig this story. It's that cool. It's that I keep referencing The Dark Knight like crazy, but it reminds me of it, I guess. So but it's very much like that. I remember before my grandfather passed away, RIP, love ya. One of the last movies I shared with him was The Dark Knight because I told him I was like, Opa, this is it's just a good police detective chasing that serial killer crime drama. Take the superhero suits away and the makeup and stuff, and it's just a good cat and mouse flick. So this is very much this. It's a cat and mouse, and it's Hannibal coming after Will Graham, but in superhero suits, basically. And Mark Millar has fun. So the problem here, it might not be a problem. Okay, is that there is a female writer, which I do not have a problem with females before everyone starts going freaking nuts. But she's only done a few things, okay? So she did just win the Oscar for, I think, Best Adapted. Yeah, let's see. Speaking with Forbidden TV, Mark Millar confirmed Emerald Fennell will be will be the writer for the adaptation. And she just won the Oscar. There we go. Won the Oscar for best screenplay. Why did I mess that up? Screenplay. So, man, I really like those little words in between, don't I? Huh? So what? Huh? Anyway. So she won the Oscar for best. Was that Freudian slip? Is that what they call that? For best screenplay for what was it called? I just looked up her IMDb before this. Promising Young Woman. So again, genuine reaction to the news, but I had to look up certain people to know what the frick I'm talking about. So Promising Young Women, I did not see the movie, but I watched a review, and then when they talked about the ending, they didn't specifically say what happened. It might have been Red Letter Media did a review on it, but their shock was enough to make me like Google like what's the ending, like what happened. And it's pretty cool ending, smart little, from what they said and what I saw with the ending, it reminded me of Hard Candy, which if you haven't seen it, it is the starring the artist formerly known as Ellen Page, who's now Gerald Page or something. I don't know what her fucking trans name is, but Hard Candy is a freaking awesome flick. It reminded me very much of that. And it was well done. Won an Oscar, which means shit nowadays, I guess. So I'm okay with. I guess I'm doing this video for my excitement for Nemesis being adapted in general, and a cautionary tale of this could get woke. Now it is two male, testosterone driven, man against man comic book. And we'll see how that goes with today's agenda. But Millar seems to be happy. He's not super into woke culture. I know he hasn't like stated anything, picked a side, but he's definitely doesn't seem like he's on the woke narrative side. But anyway, let's read, because I did not read all this. In a press release, I'm not sponsored. I don't even know what this is. My buddy got it for me. Drink up. Name the reference. Comment below. In a press release, separate statement from Millar reads, Emerald Fennell, who just won an Oscar for Best Screenplay for Promising Young Woman, has just delivered the latest draft of Nemesis screenplay, which is extremely cool. especially after the initial development of the movie by, oh, this would have been so cool, by the late Tony Scott. Oh my God. Man on Fire, Top Gun, Ridley Scott's brother, who established some amazing visual ideas for the movie. Dude, I hope they kept. Obviously, Mark Millar can keep that stuff, and I hope that he showed her and was like, "Look, this is what we're kind of going for," and she just ran with it. That'd be great. If she does this, she might become my favorite female film, at least writer. I don't know if it says she's directing or not. Let's see. Collider sucks. Oh, by the way, this article is from Bounding into Comics. They're cool. Collider sucks. Collider reported back in August 2020 that Fennel had completed the most recent draft and that Henry Jost and Ariel Schimmel, I can't pronounce names, who previously directed Netflix Project Power, had been tapped by Warner Brothers to direct. Project Power was pretty cool. I got to give it to him. Had a bunch of woke crap in it, but it was pretty cool. Well directed. Again, if you could cut out some of the wokeness, was good. The girl rapping in scenes was really weird and cringy. There was one that was cool. I remember telling my buddy, I was like, two. Like they overdid it with two. But one of them was cool. You know, it's a little bit of character development. You know, she can freestyle. She can do her thing. Like, that's cool. And then two was kind of like, you getting into musical territory here. But anyway, I enjoyed Project Power, so I can't talk shit. Other than Promising Young Woman, Fennel's other credits include Killing Eve and Drifters. I've heard of Killing Eve. I have no idea about Drifters. She's also been tapped to pen the upcoming Zatanna movie for DC. So Zatanna is a magician type thing. Think of Constantine mixed with Doctor Strange, I guess is the best way to say that, or for you to get her character. Oh my God, I had minor surgery on my neck, and it's bugging me. Take some Advil. She also an actress. She's also an actress. She played Camilla Parker Bowles in The Crown and Nurse Pacey and Mountain in the Call. Well, I don't know. She's an actress too and a writer. Look at that. It's so cool, dude. Read the comic right here. Read the comic. If you are unfamiliar with Nemesis, I read that shit. The film has been in development for quite some time, with Slash Film reporting that Sam Raimi, awesome, Guy Ritchie, awesome, Joe Carnahan, awesome, had previously been attached to direct. Sam Raimi, I love him, but he would have camped it up. No go. Guy Ritchie would have been cool, very energetic and cool. Joe Carnahan probably would have been the best. If I had to pick from the three, it would have been, and Tony Scott. It would have been Tony Scott or him. Joe Carnahan, whatever the fuck his name is, would have been a little harder R, would have been a little edgier, I would say. But either Scott or Carnahan. Anyway, I went into this. I saw the name. I'd seen it on another site too, the comic book movie, and I was like, woke Hollywood at it again. Oh no. But with her credentials, them being tiny, the source material, and it being Netflix in general is a hit and a miss every time. I still have hope. Let's see casting. Let's see teaser. But for now, I'm interested. Again, read the comic. It's fantastic. 4-issue arc. I think you can read it online if you Google enough, readcomiconline.com or .net, whatever it is. Excuse me, buy the trade, whatever. It's a genuine good read. Like I said, I haven't read comics for years, but it's one I picked up and was like thoroughly, like I could not stop. I was like, oh my God. It's so good. Twist, turny, who's going to die, who's going to live, very cat and mouse, very cool. So, you excited? Are you going to watch it? Are you still interested? Are you going to read it? All that stuff. I'm never looking at the camera. Ever. Anyway. Bye. Thanks for watching.